What is the net worth of Toni Braxton? With a $10 million net worth, Toni Braxton is an American singer, songwriter, pianist, record producer, actress, TV personality, and philanthropist. One of the most successful female R&B singers in history is Toni Braxton. Has sold more than 67 million records worldwide to date. When Toni Braxton and her sisters founded the Braxtons in the late 1980s, it marked the beginning of her ascent to fame. Producers Antonio "Leigh" Reid and Kenneth "Babyface" Edmonds were drawn to her in the early 1990s, and she quickly signed with LaFace Records. The 1993 release of her self-titled debut album saw it go platinum thanks to hits like Another Sad Love Song and Breathe Again. Along with showcasing Braxton's vocal abilities, the album made her a major player in the music business. Braxton kept putting out critically acclaimed and commercially successful albums over the years, such as Secrets, 1996, which included well-known songs like Unbreak My Heart and You're Making Me High. Especially Unbreak My Heart, which went on to become one of the all-time best-selling singles, solidified her place as a worldwide phenomenon. She was able to reach a wide audience by fusing mainstream pop with soulful R&B. But Braxton's career wasn't without its difficulties. She struggled with money problems and health problems, such as a public battle with lupus, which she has discussed candidly to raise awareness of the illness. She overcame these challenges to carry on writing songs, touring, and even pursuing an acting and reality television career, making appearances on programs like Braxton Family Values and Dancing with the Stars. Numerous honors, including multiple Grammy Awards, have been bestowed upon Braxton over the course of her career, cementing her reputation as one of the most potent and enduring voices in music. Toni Braxton's financial problems and bankruptcy. Even with all of her commercial success, Toni has struggled with money for a long time. She owed $5 million when she initially filed for bankruptcy in 1998. Following the release of her successful album, The Heat, in 2000, which went on to sell over 2 million copies, her financial situation began to improve. Sadly, in October 2010, Toni was compelled to refile for bankruptcy. According to this document, Toni owed as much as $50 million. She owed money to numerous creditors, including Tiffany & Co., AT&T, Neiman Marcus, and the IRS, to mention a few. In less than 2 years, she allegedly spent $2.5 million on hair, clothes, and makeup alone. As part of her ongoing bankruptcy case, Toni lost the rights to 27 of her most well-known songs in July 2013, including You're Making Me High, Always, and How Many Ways. As a result, she is no longer qualified to get the majority of royalties from the sales of her original music. Additionally, since Diane Warren wrote the song Unbreak My Heart, Toni does not receive a sizable portion of the royalties from it. Thankfully, Miss Braxton continues to be a well-liked live performer, particularly abroad. Her annual salary from live performances and personal appearances, including her reality show Braxton Family Values, ranges comfortably between $750,000 and $1 million. Ultimately, a bankruptcy judge dismissed a sizable portion of her debt, so maybe Toni can avoid financial trouble in the future. Childhood. On October 7, 1967, Toni Michele Braxton was born in Severn, Maryland. She is devout and musically inclined. As pastor and clergyman, her parents Michael and Evelyn were active in their neighborhood Methodist church. Dad of Braxton was employed by the power company as well. Her mother worked in a beauty salon and was formerly an opera singer. The grandfather of Toni's mother was a pastor as well. With one brother, Michael, 1968, and 4 younger sisters, Tracy, 1971, Tawanda, 1973, Trina, 1974, and Tamar, 1977. She is the eldest of 6 siblings. Braxton sang in her church choir for the first time. Her goal when she enrolled in Bowie State University in Maryland was to become a teacher. But when she was pumping gas, composer and producer William Petaway Jr. heard her singing to herself, and he persuaded her to try her hand. Braxton and her sisters were the Braxtons in the late 1980s, and in 1989 they signed a record contract with Arista Records. In 1990, the group's debut single, Good Life, was released. Although the song failed to gain popularity on the radio, producers Antonio "Leigh" Reid and Kenneth "Babyface" Edmonds were drawn to it. The song Love Shoulda Brought You Home, which the two wrote for Anita Baker to sing on the Eddie Murphy film Boomerang soundtrack, needed a demo tape, so they asked Toni to record it. Braxton should sing it instead, Baker suggested. The final soundtrack featured both Toni's rendition and a duet between Edmonds and Braxton. After signing Braxton to their LaFace Records, LA and Babyface set to work immediately on her first solo album. Released in July 1993, Toni Braxton reached its highest position on the albums chart. The first single from Toni's debut album, Another Sad Love Song, became the first single to reach #1 on the then-new adult R&B charts. 5 singles from Braxton's debut album were released, and the album brought home 3 Grammy Awards, including Best New Artist and 2 straight for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. Summer 1996 saw the release of Braxton's second album, Secrets. Her most popular album to date is this one, You're Makin' Me High. The first single was Braxton's first Hot 100 chart-topping single. The greatest hit of Braxton's career was Unbreak My Heart, the second single, which was partly produced and written by Diane Warren, a gifted songwriter. The Hot Dance Singles chart saw the song at the top for 11 weeks. The albums More Than a Woman from 2002, Libra from 2005, and Pulse from 2010 were all released when Braxton was dealing with health problems and contract disputes. Love, Marriage, and Divorce, a song by Braxton and Babyface, was released in 2014. They were awarded the 2015 Grammy Award for Best R&B Album for their album. Braxton's 9th album, Sex and Cigarettes, was made available in 2018. Braxton debuted on Broadway as Belle in Beauty and the Beast, beginning in 1998. For Braxton, specifically, Alan Menken composed a new song for the beloved musical called A Change in Me. In 1999, Toni departed from the Beauty and the Beast production. With Braxton Family Values, which has been broadcast on WAYU-TV since 2011, and Tamar and Vince, which features her younger sister Tamar, Braxton has also dabbled in reality TV. In Toni Braxton, Revealed, Braxton made his stage debut at the Flamingo Las Vegas in 2006. Every week, she gave 6 performances. Because of the show's immense popularity, it was extended until August of 2008. However, after Braxton's heart condition was discovered, the remaining show dates had to be postponed. Individual life. When Toni Braxton's band Mint Condition opened for her on tour, she got to know musician Carrie Lewis. On April 21, 2001, they tied the knot. She gave birth to their son, Denham Cole Braxton Lewis, in the same year. She became pregnant with her second child in 2002 and was placed on bed rest. Diesel K. Braxton Lewis, her second son, was born in March 2003. As the international spokesperson for Autism Speaks, Toni works with Diesel, who has autism. July 2013 saw the divorce of Braxton and Lewis. In May 2016, Braxton began dating the rapper Birdman. In February 2018, they made their engagement public. The couple called off their engagement in January 2019. But Braxton and Birdman both affirmed their continued relationship in April 2019. Health concerns. There were whispers going around in the late summer of 2007 that Braxton had received a breast cancer diagnosis. When it happened, she denied it. She had a benign breast lump removed in 2008. The remaining dates of Braxton's residency at the Flamingo Hotel in Las Vegas were canceled after she was briefly admitted to the hospital on April 8, 2008. Subsequently, she revealed that she had been diagnosed with microvascular angina, small vessel disease, during her appearance on Dancing with the Stars Season 7. Braxton told CBS News on November 18, 2010, that she was diagnosed with systemic lupus erythematosus, SLE, an autoimmune disease that can be fatal. Property. For $2.9 million in the fall of 2014, Braxton purchased a 5,323 square foot house in Calabasas, California's The Oaks neighborhood. The 4-bedroom house with an en-suite was thought to be affordable for someone wishing to move into this sought-after neighborhood when it was built in 2006. 2016 saw her sell it for $3.4 million.